Assalamu alaikum students. I, Ms. Shahnila Kabul, and I'm here again with my fourth lecture of English language for class 8. Our new topic is present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense shows that something is started in the past and is continuing at the present time. A time reference is also used in the sentence to show that when the action started in the past or for how long the action continued. For and since are also used in present perfect continuous tense to indicate time. We use for to talk about a period of time, and we use since to talk about a specific point in time or a time when action is started. This is the structure of present perfect continuous tense. We use has been with he, she, it, or a singular noun, and with I, we, you, they, or a plural noun, we use have been. Like in affirmative sentences, subject is always written in the beginning, and after the subject, we write has or have. It depends on the subject. Then we have been, and after been, we write ing form of verb. After the verb, we add object, and definitely we have to use time reference here. In negative sentence, we write subject in the beginning, then we write has or have according to the subject, and then not. After not, write been and then add ing form of verb, write object after the verb, and time reference in the end. In interrogative sentence, you have to write has or have in the beginning, then add subject. After the subject, write been and ing form of verb, then write object. After the object, write time reference, and then add question mark, which is a very important part of your interrogative sentence. The last one is intronegative. In intronegative sentences, start your sentence with has or have, and after this, write subject with not. After not, write been, then add ing form of verb, then write object. Time reference is also very important here, and last but not the least, question mark. And here we have example of sentence construction in present perfect continuous tense. And our sentences are: number 1, they have been playing football for an hour. Affirmative. They have not been playing football for an hour. Negative. Have they been playing football for an hour? Question mark. Interrogative. And have they not been playing football for an hour? Question mark. Interrogative. In example number 2, our subject is singular, so that's why we are using has here. And the sentences are: she has been studying in the library since morning. Affirmative. She has not been studying in the library since morning. Negative. Has she been studying in the library since morning? Question mark. Interrogative. And has she not been studying in the library since morning? Question mark. Interrogative. Let's discuss the uses of present perfect continuous tense. And the first use is unfinished actions. To say how long for unfinished actions, which is started in the past and continue to the present. We often use this with for and since. For example, we have been waiting for the bus for an hour. I have been watching Tom and Jerry since my childhood. The second use is temporary habits and situations. The action is started in the past and continues to the present in the same way as we discussed in our previous example of unfinished action. But we don't answer the question about how long so clearly. Instead, we use a word like recently or lately. For example, he has been reading a lot recently. They have been going to the gym a lot lately. Another example is finished actions. Actions which have recently stopped, though the whole action can be unfinished and have a result which we can often see, hear, or feel in the present. We don't use a time word here, and the examples are: it has been raining, so the pavement is wet. I have been working, that is why I am tired. Our new topic is translations of present perfect continuous tense. The Urdu identification of present perfect continuous tenses रहा है, रहा हूँ, रही है, रही हूँ, रहे हैं. Urdu word say is also used here with time expression. For example, रज़ा साहब कई साल से यहाँ रह रहे हैं. So the subject is singular and that is why we will use has here. And after has, write been, then according to the structure ing form of verb and the remaining part of the sentence. And our English translation is Mr. Raza has been living here for many years. And this is the example of our affirmative sentence. Number 2 is क्या वो सुबह से कपड़े धो रही है? Example sentence of interrogative. So write has in the beginning. And why are we using has here? Because the subject is singular. So the English sentence is has she been washing clothes since morning? We are using since here because we know the point of time. For the point of time, we use since and question mark in the end because this is interrogative. Third sentence is क्या मैं 2 घंटे से कमरे की सफाई नहीं कर रहा हूँ? Question mark. Example of interrogative. So for subject may we use I and with I we use have. So write have in the beginning. Have I not been. We have to use not here because this is our intro negative sentence. So, have I not been cleaning room for 2 hours? Question mark. And the last one is हम 4 बजे से तुम्हारा इंतज़ार नहीं कर रहे हैं. Example sentence of negative. Our subject is plural. Use have. We have not been waiting for you since 4 o'clock. And now we will have a review of today's lecture. In today's lecture of present perfect continuous tense, we have learned about the structure and sentence constructions of present perfect continuous tense. We have also learned when to use present perfect continuous tense and how to translate Urdu sentences into English using present perfect continuous tense. And students, this is your assignment time. In assignment number 1, few sentences are given and you have to fill in the blanks with appropriate forms like present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous of the verb given in the bracket. In assignment number 2, here you have to transform the given sentences into present perfect continuous tense. And don't forget to use the given time expressions after every sentence. In assignment number 3, translate these Urdu sentences into English. And this is all for today's lecture. Thank you.